All right, first I'll let this guy improperly explain it, and then I'll explain how this thing actually works with some thorough detail.
First, I'll explain what you're looking at here. There's the frame, obviously, and to that is affixed the subframe and barrel. Inside that subframe is the bolt and firing pin unit, which also has the lever that gives the whole thing its lever-delayed blowback name. This unit rests in a recessed area in the subframe. The system is sort of a hybrid between Benelli's inertia system used in their shotguns and a simple blowback. Basically, at the moment the gun is fired, the slide's inertia, that is, its resistance to movement, means this lever is at a 45-degree angle and pressing against the locking support and the roof of the slide. That downward pressure on the bolt keeps it locked to the frame and subframe in its locking recess. As chamber pressure begins to dissipate, though, and that slide overcomes its inertia and begins moving backwards from recoil forces, less force from the slide is exerted on that lever, which allows it to cam or sort of rotate the bolt up out of its position down in the frame, freeing it up to recoil backwards with the slide. At this point, it's more or less a blowback operation from here on out. This little nub on the top engages a cutout on the roof of the slide so it gets carried away with the rest of it. It's as complicated as it sounds and may be hard to explain, but it does work. I'll link the patent down below if you want to get more information.
Difficult to explain when you don't fully understand it. He makes it sound like it's some magical shit where once there's less pressure, the slide starts moving. No, when there's pressure on this, shit tries to move. Just like any sort of delay mechanism, the point is to keep the bolt from opening before the pressure is reduced enough to where you don't get the case exploding or anything like that. Where was that? Where was it? Yeah, whatever. I can explain with this picture. The surface that the bolt engages on, down in here, is angled in a way that once pressure is put on here, it will try to ramp up off of that. This hinge is in the corner of the slide back here, pushing up and back. It can't go up because the slide is on rails here, so it tries to go back. As this goes slightly back, it tries to go up, and that upward movement, primarily upward, a little bit backwards, pushes back on the slide because of this hinge. So the slide is moving faster rearward than the bolt. It's lever delayed blowback. It's just configured slightly different than some of the SMGs and shit that use that. This little tab here, he basically explained that right. So this is moving slow. It pushes the slide faster, flinging that thing backwards, and then this picks it up and it goes back. That's pretty much how that works. He makes it sound like some magical no. It's not just like once there's less pressure, it's able to unlock. No. When there's pressure on here, this all tries to move. It's that simple. Angles and shit. Physics 101 with Mark Wolf. I hope you learned something. If this doesn't explain it to where you can comprehend exactly what's going on, I don't know what else to say. Have a good one.